Namaste and a hearty welcome FME fairgoers from Pixel Softech to this presentation titled Everything is Not Fair Without FME at the Data Fair. At Pixel, in these challenging times, we hope that you and your loved ones are safe and doing well. I'm Raghavendran, your presenter today, popularly known as Saint GIS or SRG in the FME community. I bring with me over 21 years of experience in the GIS industry. I work for Pixel Softech as General Manager, Product Management, besides heading a business unit. The attractions for this FME World Fair session today are listed in order here. There will be a quick introduction to Pixel Softech, followed by understanding data explosion and infobesity. Then we will dive into the theme for this session today, which is everything is fair in love and war, but not in the data world. We will understand what is fair data and its principles. This will be followed by experiences of Pixel's customers with format, attribute, and data before and after embracing FME. This will be concluded with how FME can play a key role in making your data fair during conversion, transformation, sharing, and integration of data. And at the end of this presentation, there will be a Q&A session. It is an honor to have Dean Hinds from Safe Software join me to answer any questions you may have during the Q&A session. Please remember to include your email address while you post your questions so that we can get back to you with more details in case we are not able to answer you right away. A quick introduction to Pixel. Pixel Softech is an over 2-decade-old ISO ISMS certified geospatial consulting and services company providing services in the domain of land, water, infrastructure, and utilities. Headquartered in Bengaluru in India with offices in New Delhi and Chennai, caters to the international market through its subsidiary Pixel Softech Inc. based in Atlanta, USA. Pixel's strength is its experienced professionals of over 350 from varied domains. We focus on customer-specific end-to-end IT GIS solutions using industry-standard technology platforms. And our clients include major companies and government organizations in India, US, and the Asia Pacific. Pixel services include GIS consulting, broadband fiber network design, interoperability and data migration, WebGIS solutions, and mobile solutions. At Pixel, we always believe data is power. We have been partners with Safe Software since 2006, though our FME journey started much earlier. With FME certified teams, we continue to successfully use FME to solve data migration and data integration challenges of our clients in India, Asia Pacific, and the United States. We also provide FME consulting, FME product sales and support, customized FME-based solutions, and FME training. We consider ourselves as partners with our customers, our employees, and our community. Every application we develop, every challenge we embrace, every investment in new resources we make is dedicated to one goal: performance with excellence to lead. And in case you have not visited our virtual booth at the FME World Fair Partner Pavilion, please visit us today for more information. Now let us quickly get to understand why everything is not fair without FME at the data fair. We all know there is data everywhere, from daily commute to work, holiday planning, emergency response, disaster management to global warming. The power of data is of more importance than ever for businesses of this age. And due to data explosion, there is data everywhere. As we humans always believe that more is better. However, it is not the case in the data world. Thanks to the ever-growing connected devices, along with multifarious sources or techniques to collect data, we are moving from too little data to too much data, as well as too many data, which is otherwise termed infobesity or information overload. And by now, I'm sure we all have experienced what infobesity is in this pandemic times, especially with data related to COVID. Just like the COVID pandemic plaguing the medical world, infobesity or infoxication or information overload has been plaguing the data world ever since there has been a data explosion. And I'm sure you will agree that the data world continues to see a steady, if not exponential increase in volume, variety, velocity, veracity, and value of data. Let's quickly take a look at the present scenario in the data world. The rapid rise is in the ability to collect data using multifarious sources is not really matched by the ability to support conversion, transformation, integration, and sharing of data. And as data users, we all know the problems and fear bad data can cause. We all fear about bad data, yes. And right information from right data at the right time in the right form, we all know always makes for better decisions. And there is a saying, everything is fair in love and war, which justifies the achievements rather than the means to achieve. Just based on the premise that in life, the only thing sometimes matters is your goal to be achieved and not the means through which how it is achieved. But this is not true in the data world. Are you stuck on the data merry-go-round rather than enjoying your data right? Does your organization suffer from infobesity? Then please listen to me carefully as I take you through the cure for infobesity. But before that, let me put forth some interesting facts. Fair data. Fair data are data which meet principles of findability, accessibility, interoperability, and reusability. And achievement of end results has no significance if means are not proper in the data world. Besides that, right quality and quantity of data is what is needed to handle the infobesity problem. John Lilly says all is fair in love and war because all that matters is the achievement rather than means to achieve. But interestingly, in the data world, achievement of end results will be dubious if means are not proper. And there is always the fear of bad and unfair data. Pixel, with over 2 decade experience in the GIS industry, has been privileged to understand customer experiences with data without FME and later with FME. With Pixel's customers' experiences in the background, let us now see why everything is not fair without FME at the data fair. We will also understand, incidentally, how FME helps overcome some of the typical unfair experiences with format, attributes, and more. So here we start with the format experiences. I'm sure most of us are all familiar with the Google Earth application. Maybe somebody sent you a coordinate for joining their party at their home and you tried plotting the coordinates in Google Earth application. Besides this, there are so many free and paid converters to KML in the industry. Many of us may have even used it to evaluate converting data into KML. Now, what has been our experience? Everything may be fair in love and war, but what about the data world? Okay, you have converted your data to KML format, probably using one of those free or paid converters. But is it okay as long as the output is a KML file? And what about the fear of bad data? Now let's look at the experiences of users without using FME. The results without FME is the battle is won, but the war is lost. Searching the web for GIS technical forums like Stack Overflow or the Stack Exchange, there are a lot of questions posted by users who probably are unaware of FME or have not used FME related to KML format. The user experiences are not encouraging without FME. So here are some screenshots of an attempt to convert the location coordinates of Safe Software Office in Canada to the KML format. Now, if you see the results without FME, like I said, won the battle but lost the war. So one of these screenshots, you can see Safe Software appears to be headquartered in Russia. Now, I think I can go ahead and then confirm that Safe is not headquartered in Russia, it's very much in Canada. And in another screenshot, you can see Safe Software appears to be having an office in the Null Island. So about the Null Island is 00 coordinates. So Safe doesn't have an office either in the Null Island. Thankfully, everything is fair with FME at the data fair. Yes, not from any one or couple of formats, but about 400 plus formats to KML. So to simply solve the issue of Safe Software Office moving to Russia or falling into one of those great seas and mighty oceans, the interesting fact with FME is it will automatically convert your data to lat-long 84 system, provided that it knows the source coordinate system used. So the issue of the location of Safe Software headquarters moving to different parts of the world was because of the projection mismatch. So a note here would be like that this fair experience is true with over 400 plus formats in FME. Now, having seen a format experience, let's quickly move into an attribute or data type experience without FME. Let us look at the most tricky one, which is null, especially when data is compiled from different sources and there are some attributes in your data model for which data is not available from all of your sources. In general, null means having no value, sometimes zero. So it's something like you put little sugar in your coffee and that it's practically null. Null values in GIS can trip you up if you don't know how to deal with them. Very, very tricky attribute there. A null value is not the same as a blank or an empty value. And especially with the rasters, you could use a null value to represent not known, because in elevation raster data sets, 0 is a valid elevation. So in this slide, you can see there are a couple of definitions for null. Nil in Don's favorite XML, it is nil. Then we have nan, which is not a number. And we also do have no data values in raster. And like people, formats come in all shapes and sizes, and no two are the same. Interestingly, some formats will support all of the three basic nothing types or the null types, and maybe some of them will support one or two. And here again are some screenshots of an attempt to handle null data and the issues faced by non-FME users in several of those technical forums in the World Wide Web. To get into the details of some of these issues, in certain cases, you can see that null is being considered as text value instead of a 0 or probably -999. Sometimes when you do a data migration from one format to another, the empty values are considered to be missing instead of being considered to be 0 or empty, something like that. So it's really a tricky one, and then very challenging as well. And as you can see from the slide, be assured everything is fair with FME at the data fair. In spite of so many types of null, as you can see here in the slide, FME does provide excellent support for null. So interestingly, a fact here is Safe Software's developers have identified over 15 different ways for nothing to be represented in your spatial and tabular data, which is all supported by FME. So in the next few slides, let's quickly look at the kind of support for null data type in FME. Here is your favorite data inspector, FME data inspector. As you can see from the screen grab, FME data inspector understands null attributes, and when you have null attributes in your data set, while you inspect your data, FME data inspector clearly lets you know that either the data is missing or it's null or it's zero or whatever it may be, depending on your data set, whether it's a raster or it could be a vector data set. What else? What other ways does FME support handling null? There is an exclusive null attribute mapper transformer in FME, which can be used to map to and from null values, empty strings, and missing attributes. So with this, FME lets you handle null attributes easily across formats. And besides not just the null attribute mapper, there is more support for null in FME across formats, starting with your tester, test filter, change detector, SQL, SQL executor, joiner, a lot of such other transformers as well. So now let's move on from the attribute experience to data experience of non-FME users. Now, before you can jump converting, transforming, sharing, and integrating your data in a fair way, there are a couple of bottlenecks like we discussed, like people are of different types, formats to come in all shapes and sizes, and every format has its own definition and support for geometry and attributes besides the data types. So we also need to handle the geometry issues, the attribute issues, and let's not forget about the standards for GIS across the globe. This always adds to the surprise when data is to be converted, shared, transformed, integrated. OGC, Open Geospatial Consortium, is a global standard. We have the FGDC in the United States. INSPIRE, which is Infrastructure for Spatial Information, is a standard in the Europe. And we also do have standards in India, which is NSDA, National Spatial Data Infrastructure. Open standards such as OGC support FAIR data. And it may be worth noting here that SAFE makes it a priority to support open standards for this reason. For the information of FME FAIR goers, FME now supports OGC API features. And in the light of the National Geospatial Policy in India, 2021, it is in the draft stage. It is already gaining a lot of attention in India from both data creators as well as the consumers. So it's time to look at FME as your data conversion, transformation, integration, and sharing platform. What else do we have as issues with the data experience? Yes, there are a lot of other issues as well. We do have to handle the accuracy, the precision, the schema mismatch, and last but not the least, the projection system. So the less we talk about accuracy, precision, schema, projection, and more, the better it would be. Thankfully, everything is fair with FME at the data fair. The user experience with FME for FAIR data is not just fair, but amazing. So all of these facts underline the need for a platform like FME to convert, integrate, share, and transform your data. So to conclude, FAIR data are data which meet principles of findability, accessibility, interoperability, and reusability. The conclusion from the format, attribute, and data experiences is that achievement of end results has no significance if means are not proper in the data world. Right quality and quantity of data is what is the need of the hour to handle infobesity. And last but not the least, any data only when converted, transformed, shared, and or integrated appropriately using a platform like FME can help unlock the true potential of the data, leading to better insights and decision making. Hey, FME fairgoers, it's now time for action. Let us all make data fair, findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable using FME to convert, transform, share, and integrate your data. So I'm sure after this session, having enlightened what fair data is and then how FME supports fair data, I'm sure you all will get into some action. Thank you, FME fairgoers, for your patience and attention listening to this presentation. Please join me and Dean from Safe Software for Q&A session using the chat window in your Zoom meeting. And please do remember to include your email address while posting your question so that we can get back to you with more details in case we are not able to answer you right away, and probably you would like to have more details about your query. Thank you, FME fairgoers.